Hi everyone, this is Ada. Welcome back to my channel, and today's video is all about my favourite bags that I have thrifted. So my last video was all my designer bags that I've used, and I use a lot in 2023, so check out that video. So I am a thrift lover. I love vintage or just old things. I love to thrift, and of course I always check out the handbags first up, or the accessories, because that's what rings my bell. So I thought I'd do my favourite finds from my thrift store, my handbags, and we will start with my first one, which is Auraton. The other thing I love, before I go on, is I love the history of fashion. So if I can find a brand that's been around for years, I will grab something because I just think it tells a story. So this is my Auraton bag. Auraton, for people that don't know, is an Australian handbag brand. Well, they do clothes too and accessories, but they started out, I believe, in handbags. So this one I love the colour. I paid a bit more for this because it is in really good condition, and it's that tan or caramel colour, whatever they call it these days. But this was a really good find because it had hardly been used. I've got it stuffed at the moment, but I just love it. So put it over my arm and off I go. So yeah, that was a good find. The next one is this one, which is an Auraton bag, and they're like, I'm going to call it, sorry, my girls are playing there. Poppy, stop it. Poppy. Sorry, the girls are playing and they make a lot of noise. This is, I'm going to call it my croissant bag because it's sort of that shape. This is a shape that's come back in, but obviously this is years old because it's, you know, a thrift find. And I did research at one stage how old these bags were. You can sort of get an indication, but I can't remember. But I love that just to take out on a night out or a daytime where I just want to put it over my shoulder and off I go. It fits enough just to be very practical. The next one, I don't think this is a brand, but when I got this, I was thrifting and we were going off on a wine tour with friends, and I wanted something that was crossbody, that was light, and this leather is just beautiful. I love it. It's very soft. It just is so easy to carry. I don't even know if it's got a brand on it. What I do though when I come home, I clean them up and then I condition them with leather cleaner or leather conditioner, that's what it is. And I love this one. So it's, I will continue to have this in my collection and continue to use it. I think when you buy thrift bags too, if you are worried about using a designer one, if it's raining or you're going somewhere where there's a crowd, this is when I pull out my thrift bags. This one is another one, which is Auraton. Now, I love the used look of leather too, and this leather's beautiful. I used this when we travelled on a plane, and it was really good because I could shove it under the seat without having to worry about my Neverfull or any other big bag I'm taking, and it's so practical, it fits so many things in. So when I saw this and it wasn't that expensive, I grabbed it. So once again, another Auraton bag. And what I was doing for a while, I was collecting Auraton and Glow Mesh, so that's why there's a lot of the same brands here. Okay, on to the next one, which is a more unusual one. This one I got in Melbourne at it had thrifting items as well as pre-loved designer items. And this is an Italian label brand. I think I paid $80 to $100 for this. But, and the Italian brand, what's it called? It's called Astore, and their brand does freehand drawing on bags. So if you look them up, they are still around, I believe, or they were a couple of years ago. And I just loved how this wasn't perfect. The leather is beautiful, and it has a strap in here, so you can use it as a clutch or you can have it on your shoulder. And I use this a lot on date night. So one of my favorite thrifted or pre-loved bags. The next one is, I think, let me have a look, is this one. So I don't think it's Glow Mesh, I think it might be Auraton. Yes. So Glow Mesh is a brand that I think it was Hungarian or German, and came to Australia in Sydney and started making these mesh bags. And then Auraton got on the bandwagon and started producing them as well. I prefer the Glow Mesh ones, but I picked this one up because it was white, and I think I was going out for a nighttime date night, and so it is one of my favourites that I use every now and then. I've used this for Melbourne Cup Day too, with my outfits, because it goes with a lot, and it's just very ladylike, so I love this one. The next one is this beautiful colour. Now I must admit I don't use this much, but I still love it because I love the colour. So I have it on a shelf in my fashion room, which is this room where I store my handbags, and it just makes me happy because of the colour. It is, I think, Gold Crest. I think it's Gold Crest, which is another, what do you call it, mesh bag company. So I need to use this more, grab it more. That one. And this one was $2, but I sort of love this because in summer, if I wear white and I don't want to, you know, take a really good bag, I just grab that, and with white this just looks lovely, and I love pink. So $2, it's hardly ever been used. What is this one? This one's probably just from a cheap brand. Just says straw, made in China. So it's just got that. So yeah, I've used that quite a bit in summer too. Next one is this pouch. I just love the canvas of this and the tan leather. I haven't used it a lot, but it's got the wristlet to put over your, you know, your arm, your wrist. That's why it's called a wristlet. And it's got the pouch inside, so it's really good to use if I want to go out and just have a wine or something. I don't have to worry about my other bags. I did include this too. I know this is not a bag, but I do have 3 Auraton, no, not Auraton, glow mesh little coin purses. And this is the better one. This has hardly even been used. I have a gold one and a silver one, and what I do with these is I take them in my bigger designer bags with coins or anything in if I'm going out for the night. So they're the ones that I really love, and I will continue to use, and I'll continue to thrift to see what else I can find. Some days or some weeks I try and go weekly. I haven't done that a lot lately, but some weeks there is nothing, so you might go a month or two without finding something, and all of a sudden you'll find something. So that's my advice. If you want to thrift, just, you know, keep going, and eventually you'll find something good. So don't forget everyone, Ada loves style, and I'll see you again next video. Bye. I'm back again because I forgot this baby. So this is a straw bag by Laura Ashley Weekend, I think it says, and it's got the spots inside. I love this one. I have a laugh when I got this one. The staff in the thrift store, they know me, I talk to them, and they said, "Oh, what an ugly bag," and I said, "Nope, that's mine." They go, "Do you like that?" I'm like, "I love it." And they and then I started, you know, telling them how to style it, and they go, "I want it now." I'm like, "No, it's mine." So I usually know what I like straight away, but I love this because I just put it on my arm, and it's Laura Ashley, and why not? So I use this quite a bit as well in summer.